We're at that annoying stage of prep now where no clothes are fitting. It is Friday. We are at the latter end of the week for 7 weeks out. Some macro changes. Fats are being dropped from 60 to 40. And then we'll see what happens with my physique over the next week. And then drop some carbohydrates off. Right, let's talk routine, because bodybuilders like routine and they like listening to other people's routine. I think we're slightly on the OCD spectrum. I wake up about 6, I have 10 mega Winstrol, I get changed, I do my cardio. At the moment, I'm pretty much doing my cardio every day. Fuck it, a couple hundred calories here and there every single day. I then come home, have breakfast, go to work, have my meals, come home. If it's a training day, train. Meal number 1 down. Not the best angle. Meal number 1, we're having 200 grams of egg whites, 1 piece of Weight Watchers toast. Well, it's bread and it becomes toast. These are great if you like bread on a cut. Got 10 grams, no, less than that, 9 grams of carbs per piece. I'm gonna have some Marmite, 200 grams of egg whites, my greens powder, my multivitamins, and my megas. Pissing with Marmite, pissing with Marmite. Make sure you weigh out your ketchup, ladies and gents. Meal number 1, 200 grams of egg whites, half a piece of toast, my 2 omega-3 fish oils, 5 grams of ketchup. It's actually better, I feel, when you're running low on ketchup, because when it's you get more distribution. Feel me? So I've ditched Costa off. I've gone more independent now. Alexa off. It's a great coffee, the high grade. It's just in my building, downstairs. It's got like a honey-dew taste to the coffee almost. Look at me and my coffee. This is the part, it's nowhere near the end, but I just thought because a video went up yesterday that I'll go through some questioning from the video. We shall address the discount code situation because a few people are losing their minds because I was the guy that slagged off the discount code. Now it appears that I've become the discount code. Nothing's changed. I still slag people off who have no affiliation, no relationship with brands at all. They just see, ooh, that's quite a nice income per month. I'll grab that and give you guys a discount code. I started using Novo products months before Luke even put his hard-earned money in cash into the company and is now co-owner with Novo Nutrition. It's a fantastic brand. I've said before, I'm not going to push their whey protein and I'm not going to be a pushy cunt that goes, buy this, buy that, buy that. The discount is there. It's measly 5%. So it's up to you whether you want to use it or not. But these products, scientifically backed, the guy Ben Escrow who creates the formulas is like, we call him Walter White. He's a genius. It's very good. Would like to see you do a video on day of eating of food that's quick to get down you and don't prep yourself, like going to places like Tesco's and getting ready-made sushi or duck wraps. I'm a taxi driver. Fake taxi? My man. And struggle with ideas on where to go when out and about. So at this stage in prep, my whole focus is on food prep. So 4 or 5, 6 weeks out, I wouldn't think about going to Tesco's, but if I needed to go and get food whilst I was on the go, then it would be simple implementation of things like the salads. So low carb, depending on what your carb intake is, you could go a pack of rice, the Uncle Ben's, the small packs, with the salad and a tin of tuna. If you go into Tesco's, into the fridge aisle, they've got ready-made chicken. One thing to be careful of with these, so the sushis, the duck wraps, the sandwiches, even though they're low calorie and they might be good to yourself with the branding, the sodium intake on them is quite high. What app was that for login? I use an app called MyFitnessPal. If you use discount code TMC, I'm joking, it's a free app. Banter. Craig, I think my audio was overblown in those previous clips, I do apologise. Craig Kearney, the individual who we had a debate about IFYM and clean eating, even though clean eating is essentially IFYM, has posted a picture of himself, and it's a very good physique indeed, Craig. But we are going on the anecdotal basis of, because I eat this, then everyone must do it, and totally bypassing the amount of drugs that people use, the genetics they have, and totally ignoring what the basic hormonal response and literature behind this food is going to cause more fat loss than this food. You lot might now be going, well, how come since you've had that little debate with Craig that you're appearing more cleaner and you're getting rid of protein bars and cereal? And the reason why that is because as you get closer to contest prep, your calories become much more limited and you become smarter with your food choices. Back when you are still in a deficit but you have quite a lot of carbohydrates to play with, yes, you can afford to use some of those carbohydrates as fuel pre-workout. But when those carbs drop from say 250 to 300, down to 200, down to 150, you become smarter. You go, okay, the cereal's now going to come out and I'm going to implement a small bit of oats. The protein bar is now going to come out and I'm going to use those fats for an omelette. I think that's about it. A couple of questions on Vitali. If anyone doesn't know who Vitali is, he's a YouTuber who has clearly jumped on some form of anabolic steroids because possibly his career in the YouTube sphere is declining and individuals now know that using steroids for a quick transformation means the wow effect, thus allowing you to then sell programs which generate a huge amount of money. So that's my take on Vitali. Have you seen Dutch classic physique sensation who's just won the 2 Bro show? I have. Do I think he is better than Chris Bumstead? God no. But I watch his channel and I think he's got a great physique. Dry your eyes, mate. You've got dry eyes. You ever get that? Meal number two, god damn it. 300 grams of chicken. 300 grams of chicken mini fillets, find them very easy to cook, half a red pepper and some onions, plus 10 grams of the fajitas mix, the powder, to give it some flavour. Second cardio session of the day done. Didn't need to do it, but because I'm quite busy over the weekend, I'll be getting in quite a few thousand steps on Saturday and Sunday. So I thought I'd cap my weekly cardio off today at 1200 calories. So I've just done 350 on the stepper to take it to 1200 for the week. I'm going to go to my mum's now to collect my logbook from my last show, because at 6 weeks out I want to see what calories I was on, and I have some weird suspicion that I was on about 320 grams of carbs, 200 odd protein and 40 fat, which is, if that is the case, it's strange because I am nearly 10 kilos heavier and on less carbs, so I'm intrigued. There's the trophy, look. And the boy, secondary school, Hayes School, representing. There's the pants that I posed in. Where's the fucking logbook? These are my pay slips. These are my pay slips for when I was working at McDonald's when I was like 15. How much was I getting paid? £33. I was on £4.20 an hour. This is I think I'm getting very warm. This is the tan I used. Dream tan. Pumping up. Yes. I found you. We shall look at the macros and training from last prep soon. But first, 75 grams of pasta with 50 grams of tomato and chili sauce, with 200 grams of chicken breast mini fillets, second chicken meal of the day. Got to the stage in prep now where I can fit everything in a bowl instead of a plate. 75 grams of pasta. It's just not right, is it? Last meal of the day, we are having 200 grams of egg whites with 2 seeded bagels, and to hit our remainder of fats, which are at 40 grams at the moment, I've dropped them over the past couple of days, we're going to have some peanut butter. So my total caloric intake for the end of the day with the 200 grams of additional egg whites. As I've planned out my food for the next 6 weeks, basically out of the 7 days I'm going to be having, like, out of all the days, 2 egg white meals. 3 of them will be 2 egg white and 3 chicken. Then 2 of them will be turkey for dinner, 2 of them will be mincemeat for dinner, with like 2 chicken meals throughout the day. But total calories with the egg whites in, we're looking at 235 grams of protein, 172 grams of carbs and 38 fat. So about I'm 30 grams under my carbs. I could top that off with some jam, but I'm just going to leave it at 170 so I can get a sense of how I feel tomorrow morning, because I will be transitioning down to 150 grams of carbs every day in the upcoming weeks. Right then, the book, the famous book. There's something nicer about logging your lifts and food on a compared to a Junior Nabba 2015 prep, 9th of February to 24th of April. So what I want to find out is what macros I was running this time at my last show, weighing a considerable amount of weight less. So today's the 19th of March. Thursday the 19th of March. 9 hours sleep, 375, 9 hours of sleep. When I was working in retail, I didn't have to get up till 8. 375 milligrams of testananthate, 6 weeks out. I had 50 grams of oats, 5 egg whites, 2 slices of bread, 3 sizzle steaks, 50 grams of greens, 125 grams of rice and chicken, 50 grams of sugar puffs, so I was still having cereal, 2 Irish steaks and greens with 75 grams of pasta, and before bed, 3 slices of bread with 30 grams of peanut butter. So my macros this time, on my last prep, were 45 grams of fat, at the moment they're 40, 200 grams of carbs, at the moment they're 200 grams of carbs, and 235/240 grams of protein. So I'm pretty much on the same, just slightly less fat, which is odd because I'm heavier this time around. So in theory I should have a slightly higher caloric intake. Fuck me, what was my training doing? Who the fuck was programming my training? Shoulders, 3 sets. 5 sets, 5 sets. 8 sets of shrugs. Fuck, what the fuck? Cable flies, 5 sets. 5 sets. What's all this 5, 6 sets? High volume, 6 sets. This is great having it all logged. It's biblical, mate. It's fucking biblical. I think this was peak week. This was my peak week, what I was eating each day. I was flat as fuck though, so this time around much more carbs. So at 4 weeks out, it looked like I'm having 2 refeeds a week. So 2 400 gram refeeds a week, and my carbs on the other days are 150. So that's the only change. The lowest I went on prep was 150 grams of carbs. It's fantastic. I actually bought one of these, another one, in Bromley the other day, because I want to keep loads of these, when I'm older, throughout my career. Anyway, that was the video. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure for all the numbers of sign-ups that have been on the site. I think we're at about 220 odd now, which is absolutely fantastic. You can still join, but the early bird's finished now, so it's just a normal set price. But thank you for watching. That was an insight into my last prep and an insight into a full macro breakdown of a bodybuilding diet. Thanks for watching. Thank you again, much love from me and the high grade.